you already know what it is. Carpool Chronicles, no edits.
Yo.
Me, yours truly, my guy. What are we talking about today? So we were discussing offline before we decided to put on the camera.
Yeah.
We were like, yo, why don't we just figure as you go? We're gonna talk about favorite formations and why and what it entails, or we're gonna talk about trials and trainings. As professional soccer players, I feel like everyone's gone on a trial or training at some point to hopefully make a team or showcase themselves in front of scouts, whatever may have you. So we were trying to decide. So I'm putting it on Kofi to decide, and then we're just gonna go from there.
Man, it's up to me.
Yeah.
I always gotta make decisions, man. I just want to sit back and let somebody else make a decision. All right, why don't we do formations since the Euros is on right now.
All right.
All the ballers in South America are playing right now too.
Yeah.
Big teams, big countries.
It's got Euros, Copa America, Copa de Oro coming soon, aka Gold Cup. You gotta say Copa de Oro to make it sound like it's a little bit better. Formations.
I feel like right now, the kind of the in formations, this 3-4-3, huh?
Yeah, the 3-4-3, 3-1-4-2.
Yeah.
3 in the back is popular right now for some reason. It's these trends. Usually, top coaches, I feel like Pep kind of brought it back with the 3 in the back.
Yeah, I feel like he did.
And
at least he was the most popular.
Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah, when Man City does it, then a lot of people see it. But I'm not gonna say he's brought it back. Let me not say that. But the 3 in the back has allowed the outside backs to kind of dictate the game. So your outside backs have to be ballers on the ball now with this new sort of
wingback.
Yeah, formation.
Formations.
How you feel about 3 in the back as a right back? Because I feel like it's extra work for y'all.
it's just a lot of running for outside backs. Period. It's fine. It just depends. Honestly, it depends, man. If you have super strong center backs, then it's nice out there because your center backs are really good. So it really just depends on I think the strength of your center backs and the strength of your midfield. If you don't have a strong midfield, then you end up getting pinned in the back. So you're basically just playing 5 in the back. So you're just defending the whole time. But if you have possession, you can and the midfield, your midfield's boss in the game, then you really are kind of playing a bit of a winger and just have to have good position.
Yeah.
On the transition.
For me, when it comes to 3 in the back, your center backs have to be solid with the ball first and foremost, and they can't be afraid to play 1v1. So a lot of center backs are afraid to play 1v1, and they will drop the line. They'll figure out ways to drop the center backs. They'll bring the outside backs in because they're all afraid to play 1v1. And I think if you're trying to play 3 in the back, you have to take those risks to play 1-on-1 and get your mark. It's a forward, mano y mano.
Let's think about some of these teams. It's interesting because of course this year Chelsea won Champions League. They're playing 3 in the back.
Yeah.
But if you look at Liverpool, the year before they were playing traditional 4 in the back.
Yeah.
And they looked like you weren't coming anywhere near their goal. You know what I mean? Especially with such a great center back like Van Dijk. Yeah. So I think that's key. You know what I mean? It really is key because you can. I guess if you look at the 3 center backs for Chelsea,
Thiago Silva,
experience,
Rudiger
driving.
Yeah,
he was doing great, kind of on that left-hand side, driving down.
Azpilicueta, I can't even pronounce it now. I'm a Chelsea fan. I still haven't been able to pronounce it. Azpilicueta. Sorry. That guy.
Yeah, he's on the side as well. So it was really well balanced. All those guys are comfortable playing 1v1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they cover the ground. So I think they really unleashed Chilwell. And there's a lot of different guys that would play on the right side. Reece James, Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah.
Will come in there and do a job. And they can even put some of their more attacking players out there too sometimes because they have so much cover.
Yeah.
But I think it goes with what you're saying. Those 3 center backs are willing to go 1v1.
Yeah.
And they would shut down more times than not. They'd shut down whoever they're playing against 1v1.
Facts. So what's your favorite formation then? Because obviously that's the popular one right now.
We can't forget though. They did have Conte in front of them.
Yeah, it helps when you have a boss. It helps when you have a boss that has center mid. Like when you have a center mid to do like kind of a lot of the dirty work.
Oh my gosh,
it's different level.
Conte, that boy.
So like
Conte
even
different.
like Conte, like for Chelsea, you see Man City with Rodri or Fernandinho, and that's kind of what hurt them in the Champions League final. Not playing one of those two at D mid. They protect that three in the back, especially when the wide outside backs go forward.
Because if you think it really becomes like a four diamond.
Yeah.
And that little space in front, that's the most important space. And when you have three ballers protecting that space and pushing you wide, you have time for the wing backs to get back. You can be in a really good formation to counter as well.
And I love when that middle center back sometimes, because they use the goalie as like almost like a sweeper keeper.
Right.
And then he'll like step into the midfield sometimes.
Yeah. I like that. I like that too.
They're able to do
I like that too. Especially if they come in and do a little 1-2 with the midfielder. Oh man.
Yeah.
I like this guy different.
But yeah, with that being said, I mean, you're even starting to see teams like in the States try to play a three in the back.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's good effort. Good try, good effort.
Yeah.
Some of them are doing it well. Some of them are just forcing it because that's like the new trend.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite formation as an outside back? Like
Outside
that gives
back?
you the best chance for success.
To be honest, like if you play any variation of 4-4-2 and your outside midfielder can come in and out of the pockets, for outside back, I think it's perfect because especially if you're attacking outside back, you're looking to overlap. So if you're playing with the winger in front of you, or like a true like winger, he's gonna try to go 1v1. So if you're trying to overlap, he's trying to go 1v1. It's not gonna work. But if you got guys like, I'm trying to think. Okay, look at England's game yesterday against Croatia.
Yeah.
Right? You got Mount coming inside a little bit, create some overlaps in that area, make it confusing. Sometimes Sturridge will come inside as well, and you know what I mean?
Who?
So that's it, Sturridge.
Yeah, Sturridge is in LA right now.
That's Sturridge.
Hey, no edits. You can say you talking about watching the game. Their lineup: Trippier was left back. That was awkward, but they made it work.
Yeah,
and then
Trippier.
It was Mings and Stones, and then Kyle Walker at right back.
Yeah, Kyle right back.
Then
Foden on the right.
Yeah, Foden, Mount, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is a baller, by the way.
Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, and
Harry Kane up top, and then Sterling.
Sterling. That's Sturridge.
You're saying all British Jamaicans look alike.
That's terrible. That's just Sturridge. Yeah, but Sterling can come in and out as well.
Yeah.
So like, I mean and he can take you 1v1. So when he does that, he unleashes. I mean, he really makes the outside back even that much more powerful, and the outside back makes him much more powerful because now you gotta worry about whether it's Trippier or Chilwell or any of these guys overlapping.
Yeah.
But then you gotta worry about Sterling coming inside. So as a defender, it's tough to defend because if you try to go tight with Sterling on the inside, you still got a guy bombing forward that has great delivery.
Yeah, facts.
And if you try to follow the one on the outside, then Sterling's gonna just pop in and start going on the dribble and cause straight get into the box and cause the center backs to deal with you. So that can be difficult too.
So you just want a mobile So how do you like your wingers in front, like inverted or being able to like?
I personally don't really, because I like to go forward. I prefer not to play with like a true out and out winger. Like someone that stays on the touch line and is gonna go 1-on-1 because I use the touch line to get around.
Yeah.
So I like guys that kind of come in that can do that when we need it because the game's gonna change. So sometimes we need guys that can do that. But in general, I like guys that can come in the pocket. So like shout out to my boy Boniak Garcia out in Houston. We had some good times together.
Honduran International.
Yeah. Me and Boniak would do stuff like that. Where Boniak sometimes he could do both. He could come inside. He could go wide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can make runs in behind. So like I think we really unleashed each other and helped really make each other more dangerous. What about you?
So what about? Let me see that. I was like a lamb. What about? So you said 4-4-2 basically. 4-4-2 diamond. 4-4-2 flat.
I mean, it doesn't. It really just depends on the personnel at that point. Like I think you can play a lot of different variations of the 4-4-2. It depends, man. Like either way, like if you play the diamond, that guy, or the girls are playing on that inside diamond, you need to be able to play inside and also be able to go on the wings.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if you have have players that can do both inside and outside, then the formation, whether it's a diamond or flat, it's the game will kind of dictate what's better to play.
So for me, my favorite formation all time is when my club team played it when we were younger, and we used to give teams havoc.
Except
no, this is for before El Dorado.
Oh, okay.
El Dorado was probably one of the greatest club teams in 2000.
Before you played us?
Before Twitter, there was like these popular soccer channels, Got Soccer and Big Soccer. Remember those?
Yeah, I remember Big Soccer.
And side note, any coach that says they wasn't on those platforms, they were on those platforms reading about themselves. I know that for facts. Yeah, so I was going on a rant right there about our club
before El Dorado.
Before El Dorado. So El Dorado, they had like a bomb ass squad. It was like up there with like the
Ohio FC
whatever. We'll say Ohio FC for the sake of this conversation. But it was up there with
don't
like
do my club like that.
If y'all remember like the Solar teams, the one that like won like 4 national championships. They had all them boys from Texas at that time. It was up there with Arsenal FC, like the SoCal team that won like all them regionals and national championships. Remember that one age group? I think it was the '89 age group when Solar and Arsenal played each other like in like 5 national championships in a row. They're like 2 years older than us, so it's not like we played with them.
Nomads are nice.
Nomads was a cool squad.
Nomads are really nice.
Now it's all discombobulated because everyone wants to make money and Academy and whatever, MLS Next and ECNL and USL Academy but that's besides the point. 3-6-1. That's my favorite formation.
3-6-1.
Yeah, so 3.
Wow. All right, tell me about this.
So 3-6-1. This is when I was younger. So I was playing 3. You got 3 in the back, solid center backs, 2 outside wing backs. You just load up the middle. So it's basically like you protect your attacking mid, and I was playing like attacking mid. That's how. So basically, like
this guy.
Just build like a fortress, and then you got one striker that's usually mobile. So that's like in a dream case scenario, I would play 3-6-1 to make it work. But ideally, that's probably too structured. Like there's not enough fluidity with that. So I like the 4-1-3-2. That's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the 3 got to be able to interchange.
Okay.
So I was like. And I think there was like a quote that said like Pep's like ultimate dream was to play like the starting 11 with all center mids.
I think I heard that too.
So I feel like center mids are like they're able to adapt and just understand angles and spaces. So I wouldn't play with outside wingers or anything like that. It would be like everyone in the midfield is like a center mid by trade. So being able to get out of pockets, angles, and then my wing backs would be like 1v1. Dice guys, hopefully some speed, but they don't have to have like speed. They just have to be smart and fit. And then you gotta have that attacking mid and that attacking mid and that forward to be able to create their own shot. And I feel like a lot of players, a lot of forwards, attacking players now, don't know how to create their own shot. Like they need some type of service. Obviously in the forward 1-3-2. You would get service, but I need some like people that are dynamic.
Well, what kind of forward you looking for? You playing like a Harry Kane? You playing like
no, I don't even rate Harry Kane, to be honest.
Are you playing?
He scores goals, but he's not like I want to get.
Harry scores goals, man.
Yeah, he scores goals, so I can't knock him. I need me a forward.
You playing Torres? Your Chelsea boy. You playing Timo Werner?
Nah, Timo Werner.
Where you at? Who you playing?
Based on
Lukaku.
Lukaku would be nice. Lukaku would be nice. Sometimes you need someone that like every now and then you just need to like step your lines. Someone that can hold the ball, wait for that attack to get up. And he's more than that. He makes some great ass runs. I would be like a Lukaku and a Rashford type,
Okay.
like that type
That's
of combo.
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think I do like Lukaku's game right now, and of course he's coming off 2 goals, so he's fresh in the mind. But
or like a Benzema, he could drop in, he could go wide. Like he's a forward, but he's not like stuck to being like in between the boxes.
Benzema's class. I feel like nowadays too, like forwards, like I think forwards that can create their own shot, like you said, or create their own damage, is like priceless. You don't see that as much.
Exactly.
You know, like guys like Henri went back in the day, like I did nothing, take 2-3 guys and score a goal. You know what I mean? You don't see that as
Everything's
much.
too like robotic. Like
nowadays.
Get it wide, I'll make my near post run, and like that's cool. But like sometimes you need someone that's gonna get the ball and like
just go, man.
Pin this guy, spin him, take a shot.
Yeah.
Or get between the lines, get the ball on the half turn, dukes, and then take a shot.
And you, the striker for Sweden yesterday he was doing more.
Isaac or Isak.
Isaac. I saw him. I was like, okay, he's young, man, 21, but he was like, you could see him trying to create stuff on his own.
Exactly.
Posting guys, rolling. I thought that was pretty cool to see.
Like, there's forwards now that can't even beat their guy off the dribble. It's like, what? Well, you might as well be a center back at that point. So, yeah, man.
What else?
I mean, we've played quite a lot. What's your favorite formation that you played as a team that you played on? Or what's the craziest formation that y'all played at one point?
I mean, it wasn't too crazy, but we were basically in a 5-3-1-1. So it was just very defensive.
How many numbers? You said 5-5-3?
I said 5-3-1-1.
Okay.
So like 5-3-2.
Okay.
It was just very defensive. So it's like, it's tough when you're in those formations because, you basically giving away the ball and you say, okay, we're going to defend for a while. But it can be taxing if you're doing it for 90 minutes. You might be able to squeeze out some wins and some victories, but I think over time, like Pep and a lot of those teams at the top have shown like the more aggressive teams tend to win or be in the cup finals and stuff like that. But I don't think I played any like crazy formation. I did have to play center back one year in Houston. So that was kind of funny. It was like I think it was like me and like Rico somehow. I forget. So I think our guys.
Someone got a red card or something?
I think the day before the game or the day of the game, a lot of guys were sick, like food poisoning or whatever. So our squad was really lean.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but I'm pretty sure like at some point for a solid like 10, 15, 20 minutes, it was like Rico and I playing center back.
Do you think center back's easy?
Nah, I don't think any position's easy. It's just
easier.
It's just different, man. Like I don't know. I think every formation is different. They have their things that are difficult about them, things that are maybe easier in some ways. But I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like an easy position, especially now what's being asked of center backs.
Yeah,
to carry out of the back and distribute in the midfield.
Yeah. Alright, so if it was like a 4-3-3, do you like it with one holding, two like attacking, or is it two holding, one attacking?
I prefer with one holding and two attacking, because I think like sometimes if you already have three and then three in the front, if there's just too many numbers, sometimes it gets static.
Yeah.
It's not fluid. So I think sometimes it's hard for some teams to find the fluidity in the 4-3-3. It just becomes like 4-3, and then like everyone's just the three up top are just standing there, and there's not a lot of fluidity, and then they kind of take away each other's space. So I would try to like get my attacking midfielders as close up to the other striker to almost make it like almost like two
like more triangles in that attacking half instead of in the back.
Yeah. I think so.
Would you rather do it traditional 6-8-10 or 6-2-8s or like 2 10s and 1 6 or 3 8s?
I mean, for me, if you're playing that formation, I think I go with. I'd probably try to go with 2 8s and a 10. Because I'm hoping one of the 8s has a little bit more. Usually, it's like the 8s are a little.
Yeah.
Like maybe one's a little bit more defensive and one's a little bit more attacking. So I try to find something like that. Because like, would you consider Conte a true 6? Because he's
he's not a traditional 6, but he's like a modern 6, like a 6 that can like be mobile and not just stuck in between like right between center backs.
See, like I look at Conte as like, I mean, you're right, he is like that, but he's like his ability to play out the back and go forward.
Yeah.
is so good. So it's like he's basically playing like an 8 too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can spring the balls wide like an 8. Like he's getting you goals like an 8. So he's doing. I mean, he's literally like a 6'8".
Yeah.
So,
but to be fair, he's playing with like a deep lying 6 as well, like with Jorginho.
With Jorginho, that's true. So then exactly. So you said Chelsea's in a 2-6, 2-6.
Yeah, I would say 2 6s, but it's like the modern, where it's not like. Yeah, it's like like when like Milan played and it was like Pirlo, deep lying 6, but he wasn't doing any of the defensive work. It was Gattuso.
No, that's true.
So Gattuso was like lined up as like the 8, but he wasn't really the 8. You know.
Yeah, that's fair. So I mean, it gets tricky, man. I
Yeah.
mean, and either way, you need some fluidity.
Yeah, facts.
In the player, so I wouldn't want like just a completely holding 6. I would definitely want someone that's gonna go more box to box and give me those late runs, because you're gonna need those late runs to join the striker.
Yeah.
Or those like Lampard finishes from like 35 out off the half volley. If you get some of that, because then the team has to pull out.
Facts. Pause. Yeah, that's it. I would probably go 6 and 2 8s. I like my mobility sometimes. Well, I feel like the modern 10, they all understand they have to play defense now.
The modern 10's like a 10-8 now.
Yeah,
like it's not like they're not like a true like
we're gonna defend and let this dude do the magic. Obviously, there's certain players like if I'm Barcelona, I'll play 2 6s and let Messi do whatever he wants. And don't get the ball, facilitate Messi. But that's pretty much it. What else you got? That's it for formations.
I don't know, man.
So favorite formation is 4-4-2, boring. Favorite formation 4-1-3-2.
This is basically a 4-4-2.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
That's
the thing about it. All these formations are literally the same thing.
That's why I said
but
variation
everyone
of 4-4-2.
Put their little tweaks on it to make it sound good.
Yeah, it just depends what players you have.
So basically, yeah,
you're basically saying the same thing I'm saying.
So there's 4 people in the midfield. No, it's 4-1-3. Like,
so you're saying you like my formation 4-4-2. It's not boring. You just
when you think of 4-4-2, you think of it as like a flat.
No, it doesn't have to be, bro. The 4-4-2 variation, it's like So, all right, we gotta get going before we're late.
That's it. See y'all next week, or whenever we do another video. So maybe later. Probably do
Sterling
game day vlog. Yeah. Peace.